We end in forestry products, where it's no secret hardwood sawtimber prices have outperformed pine for some time now. Associate Extension Professor James Henderson says U.S. housing starts are one area to watch before we see pine sawtimber moving in the right direction. James, what would the housing market, housing starts in particular, what would they have to do in order to see movement in the sawtimber prices for pine?
Typically, the level where we start to see some movement in sawtimber prices is around about 1.5 million units annually. That's the long-term historical average, about 1.5, and that's usually where we see sawtimber prices respond.
Now, the hardwood sawtimber prices, they have basically outperformed pine sawtimber since the recession, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Hardwood sawtimber prices around 2007 statewide were about $22 a ton. And over a 6-year period, we've seen an 80% increase in mixed hardwood sawtimber prices to about $40 a ton.
Now, pulpwood, of course, is another commodity when you talk about forest products, and since an international paper mill in Cortland, Alabama, right across the state line, closed, those prices have really lagged and suffered.
Yeah. Pine pulpwood prices are very different in northern Mississippi as compared to southern Mississippi, and we can point to the closure of the IP mill in Cortland as the primary culprit in that. In the second quarter of 2013, North Mississippi pine pulpwood averaged around $12.79 per ton. Just 2 years later, it's fallen to about $5.24 a ton. Now compare that with South Mississippi. Over that same 2-year period, the prices have remained virtually unchanged, around $10 per ton. So the closure of that IP mill had a big impact on the pulpwood markets in North Mississippi.
And basically that means higher transportation cost when it comes to getting the pulpwood somewhere where it can be processed.
That was one of the largest paper mills in the U.S. And its closure really devastated that market. And there's certainly a need for more markets, more competition in North Mississippi.